Now that you know the effects of the devil's cocktail, we are ready to talk about urgency and scarcity. Both of these principles are based on the fear of missing out, and it is a powerful force. As Senator Palpatine says, the dark side of the force is a pathway to many abilities, but I recommend that you use those with care. So let's see what makes them work so much. First of all, urgency. Urgency, again powered by the fear of missing out, can help you defeat procrastination. In this sense, if your customer does not take action now, something is going to happen and they're going to probably miss out on something and there will be consequences. This is very powerful because we are deeply programmed to react on things that are urgent over things that are important. Countless studies have shown that, and you can probably just simply verify it by yourself. We tend to always focus on the urgent things, and we need to really try hard to focus on the important things rather than the urgent things. So that's why urgency works so much. And scarcity is, again, based on the fear of missing out, because let's say, for example, that you're selling a course and there's limited spots on it. If people don't sign up now, they might miss out, they may lose on the offer, and there will be consequences if they don't sign up now. So both actually show urgency, and both are based on the fear of missing out. What I want you to take away here is, first of all, to use them with care, because you know the effects of the devil's cocktail and you don't want your audience to be under those effects most of the time, unless something is really urgent and the consequences are going to be really grave if we don't take action now. But in marketing, generally, that's not the case. So that leads me to the next point, that you should not try to create fake urgency or scarcity. If you can increase the spots for your course, just try to increase the spots, but don't try to make fake scarcity. Same with fake urgency. If there's no real consequences of people buying your product now or later, there might be consequences for you, but not for them. And so people are pretty good at figuring out fake urgency and scarcity, and when they do figure it out, they will completely lose trust, you will lose credibility, and you can potentially ruin your reputation as well. So be careful with that. I want to give you a few examples of how urgency and scarcity have worked to great effects. The first one is a McDonald's story of the chicken McNuggets. At one point, McDonald's actually ran out of chicken. And when that happened, there was scarcity. There was not enough chicken to make the chicken McNuggets. And so their customers actually created a map for where you can find the chicken McNuggets. And people were going out and buying them out like crazy. And so the way that McDonald's actually used that is that they started popularizing that map and used it as a huge PR campaign to show the people flocking to McDonald's like the world is going to end. So this is one great example of how you can really use it to your advantage. Another one is when things are really urgent. Remember, always think about the grave consequences there. So I think that's enough on urgency and scarcity. We are going to be using it many times over in the copy, in the ads, and in many other cases. And I'll be showing you many examples of it later on. So you're aware of these principles, how to use them and how not to use them. Just don't use them when they're not real. It can ruin you. So let's move on.